Good morning, guys. Welcome to my replay viewers. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, checking out my broadcast. Sorry I missed you live, but so glad you guys took some time to check it out. What is up to my live crew this morning? Great to see you all this morning. So glad to have you here. I appreciate you guys coming in to hang out with me on this Thursday morning. Great morning to you, Kat. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Victoria, great morning to you. Daniel, what's going on, brother? Tracy and Adam, I see you guys. Thank you for coming in. Brian, great morning to you. Thank you so much for that, Kat. It is my birthday, y'all, and I'm excited to hang it out with you on my birthday this morning. Excited to talk to you about what I'm going to talk to you about today. So today I decided, because of my birthday, I am 39 years old today. I'm fast approaching the 1 year mark to 40, which seems crazy. But I'm 39 years old today. So as I was thinking about my content, I was thinking about all the things that I constantly teach you guys. I was kind of looking back over the years that I've had in my life and in my business, and I just started jotting down some of the most important advice that I've received, some of the important lessons that I've learned, some of the most powerful and impactful things that I have learned to apply in my own life and in my own business. I started writing those down. I came down with 18 different things. So that's what I'm going to share with you this morning. I'm just looking back over my life, and I'm going to share with you this morning 18 of the most powerful and impactful life lessons that I have learned to apply in my life and in my business. That's what I'm going to share with you this morning. Thank you all you guys for all the happy birthdays. I appreciate you, Sherry. Good morning to you, Keith. Good morning. Y'all are amazing, and I appreciate you, those guys that know me. I'd love for you to share this broadcast out, get it out to the people that need it. And then if anybody's brand new, if you've never seen me before, if you have no idea who I am, first of all, welcome. I would love to greet you into the broadcast and say hello. If you want to give me a hashtag first time and let me know if it's the first time you've ever seen me, I would love to say hello, and my crew would love to make you feel welcome. So let me know if it is the first time you've ever joined in with us. And then lastly, guys, I very much appreciate every single one of y'all that is checking this out on the replay. Latoya, good morning to you. Appreciate you. All you guys that are checking this out on the replay, I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry we missed you live, but I would love for you to know that even though you are on the replay, you can still comment and interact with this broadcast. I would love for you to give me a hashtag replay. I do see those comments, and I do respond to those as well, so I would love to know that you are here. All right, thank you so much for the birthday blessings, Latoya and everybody. Rachel, good morning to you. Appreciate you. Heather, good morning. Y'all are amazing. We're going to roll, guys, because I do not waste my time, and I choose not to waste yours, so let's jam. All right, y'all, that is who I am. That is what I do. Justin Kaplan Pro is my name. JustinKaplanPro.com is my website. I'm a startup business mentor and a branding strategist that specializes in helping startup entrepreneurs turn your passion, your gifting, your ideas into a profitable and sustainable brand that rises up in this challenging digital marketplace to draw in the 21st century consumer that wants and needs what you have to offer. Guys, I broadcast live every single weekday morning from Tuesday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, hooking you guys up with business building tips, hacks, and principles, anything I can give you to help you grow your business, expand your ministry, bring your vision to life, and grow that brand of yours online in this digital marketplace. All right? Good morning to both my Maggies. Thanks for coming in. Jackie, what's happening? Thank you for coming in as well. Kathy, great morning to you. I appreciate all of y'all, and I appreciate the birthday wishes. So again, it's my birthday today. And I decided, what the heck, let me do something a little different on my birthday. So as I was thinking about my birthday today, I'm 39 years old. I'm 1 year off the 40 mark. And I was thinking on my 39th, I was thinking about looking back over my years in life and in business and things that I've been through and things that I've been through in my life. And I just started jotting down some of the best advice that I've ever received, some of the most significant wisdom I've acquired, some of the life lessons that I've been through. I just started writing some things down, and I ended up narrowing down this list to 18 things. So that's what I'm going to share with you this morning in honor of my birthday in my 39th year. Good morning, Celia. I'm going to share with you 18 of the most powerful and impactful life lessons that I have learned to apply in my life and in my business. And some of these are really good. Some of these are just life in general, but a lot of these really are in regards to business. And this is really just straight talk. It really is. This is just cut through the noise, straight talk things that just, if you learn to apply these things, it'll make such a difference. So that's what we're going to talk about today. All right. Appreciate all of you. My quote of the day is by Jim Rohn. It's a very simple one. I'm sure you've heard it before, but I've always loved it. It's very simple, but it's very powerful. Jim Rohn says, successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. That's a right upside the head quote, isn't it? Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. Do you guys agree with that? I believe that's absolutely such a true statement. I've seen it. I've seen it in my own life. I've seen it in the lives of people that I've worked with and peers and people just that you just pay attention to. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. It's such a tremendous level of discipline that's required to get to your next level. And then it says, don't wish you were easier, wish you were better. And I think a lot of people are looking for a handout and a hand up. And I think sometimes it's just a matter of you just need to grind your heels in and work harder and learn more and do more. And so on the basis of that, let me share with you 18 of the most powerful and impactful life lessons that I've learned. I will summarize these points for you at the end of the broadcast, and as well, this will be uploaded on my app, the JC Pro app. If you don't have it yet, the JC Pro app is up and live, and all of my live broadcasts download to that app so you can get into my training library with all of my notes and my quotes of the day right there for you. If you don't have my JC Pro app, I would love for you to download it and go to www.jcproapp.com. I'd love for one of my peeps to put that in the chat stream for me, please. www.jcproapp.com. Get it, download it. It's free. I made it for you, and I'd love for you to get it, all right? Number one. We're going to go quick because 18 is, we got to get through these fast, all right? So I'm just going to start blowing through them. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Kathy. Thanks for coming in. Number one is never stop working on the details because they eventually matter. Never stop working on the details. They eventually matter. I've learned this in so many different situations, and I've seen it in my clients, that the more you put emphasis on the details and the more you master the details, the quicker you're going to get to the level that you're aspiring to get to. Do y'all agree with that? The details matter so much. And the reason why I say never stop working on the details, they eventually matter, because I think in the beginning, in early stages, it doesn't feel like the details are doing anything for you. You don't see I don't think you see the return on the details immediately. I think you see the return on the details in the long run, and it can be, and really, it's not something like, I think the return on mastering details is not like, it's not a blaringly obvious return. It's not something like, boom, it hits you one day, here's your return on all these details. It's a matter of all of a sudden you go through years and years and years of really being disciplined, really being consistent, really mastering the simple aspects of your business, and then all of a sudden you look back and you're like, that has made such a difference. The details absolutely matter. Details are things like getting up on time, making your bed every morning, having a consistent morning routine, have a consistent evening routine, planning your day ahead, planning your week ahead, having a great planner that tracks how you're going to operate your stuff, being consistent in your finances, being disciplined with your health and your wellness. And all these things can be small things, but when you master those details and you keep working on those details, they will absolutely pay off for you big. So number one is never stop working on the details. They eventually matter. Number two is operate as if someone is always watching you, because they usually are. Operate as if someone is always watching you, because they usually are. This is something that I have kind of had ingrained in my mind ever since I really stepped into the online space. And I didn't think about it right off the bat, but I started getting a lot of messages of people that were telling me, I can't tell you the number of people that have told me that, Justin, I've been watching you. I've been watching all your replays for a year, and we've never personally connected, but I'm ready to take a step towards you in your business. I've had a janitor sent me an email before. This is a few years ago. Sent me an email telling me, Justin, I just wanted to send you a message and just let you know how much of an impact you have had on my life. You don't know me. He's like, we've never connected. He's like, I'm a third shift janitor at a high school. He's like, I work nights. He's like, but I've never been able to catch a live broadcast from you, but I watch every single one of your replays, and I've been watching every single one of your replays for over a year. And I just want you to know that your training and your guidance has absolutely changed my life. You've made a huge impact on my life, and I just wanted you to know that. You never know who's watching. You never know what impact you're making. It's crazy. You just never know who's paying attention, who's watching you, and what impact you're having in someone's life, and vice versa. If you're not showing up, you're not being excellent. Who's watching that? Who's paying attention to that? I talked to my inner circle on Monday, a private training that I do for my inner circle. And we talk about the megaphones of your business, and we talk about all the different ways that you are communicating non-verbally through your actions, and what impact you are making on your brand by what you are currently doing and not doing in this coronavirus season. And it's so important to recognize that people are paying attention to you right now. And I think, honestly, people are paying attention more than ever, because people have more time than ever right now. There are more eyes and more ears on social media right now in this season than have ever been in history of the world. People are looking for people that can make a powerful impact on their life. All right. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Keith, and good morning to you, Kemi. Good morning to you. All right, number 3. Let's keep going. Number 3 is will is more powerful than skill. Commit time to developing your skills, but commit even more time to developing your will, because you're going to need it more. I'm going to say that again. Will is more powerful than skill. Commit time to developing your skills, but commit even more time to developing your will. You're going to need it more. I have met, over my years of life and business, I have met a lot of people that are tremendously skilled but don't have the willpower to succeed. And y'all know somebody like that? And I will tell you this, I have my sheer determination and willpower, and willpower has taken me to places in my career that my skills alone did not qualify on paper. I have the Lord has blessed me with some tremendous opportunities to acquire some positions and some influence and some exposure in areas where if I was simply trying to operate off my resume and what it said I was qualified to do and be on paper, I could not have gotten there. But because I have a sheer determination to go after something when I want it, my willpower will take me farther than what my skill will take me. And so I think this is such an important fact, and I want people to understand the fact that you don't have to be afraid of skills that you have yet to master. This is where you have to be confident in your potential. Do not be insecure about skills that you have yet to master. Be confident in your potential, because when the Lord gives you a vision for something, God specializes in qualifying the unqualified. Somebody want to give me an amen to that? Like he will position you in places, and he will open up doors for you that the human race, the general public would be like, you can't do that. And be like, watch me. Just watch me. And that's a matter of your willpower and really understanding that whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. Camille, good morning to you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. So I want you to get this. Will is more powerful than skill. And I'm not saying you don't commit time to developing your skills, because your skills are powerful and they're important. But you got to commit even more time to developing your willpower, your resolve, your determination. Because once you get through your mind that success is not optional, that I will not accept failure, and that I am determined to get this done and to make this happen. Once you get that in your mind and you get your will established so strong, it'll happen. It's just nothing can stop you. The number one problem that people have between success and unsuccess is what goes on up here. It's their belief system. It's what happens in between their ears, all right? That's number 3. Number 4 is be all in or all out. One or the other. Anything else in the middle is just mediocrity. Do you guys agree with that? Be all in or be all out. There is no in between, because anything in between those two things is mediocrity. Do you guys agree? I think I think it's simple. I mean, even the Lord talks it about the Bible. He spits lukewarm out of his mouth. I mean, I don't think anybody wants anybody or anything done with half effort. I think you gotta go all in or all out. And this is something I really challenge my clients with, and I challenge you guys with. Whatever you put your hand to, go after it 100%. Because if you're only willing to show up some days and not others, you might as well just not. Because anything in the middle is mediocrity. And I don't think anybody will achieve any level of success based on their habits on mediocrity. So be all in or all out. It's a great thing to ask yourself, really. Like I was thinking about this when I wrote that down. I'm an all in kind of person. When I commit to something, I'm all in. And I was just thinking about different situations where people, I think, can have the tendency to kind of meet in the middle. And I think it's a good thing to stop and check yourself a little bit. Ask yourself, am I really all in on building my business? Am I really all in on my marriage? Am I really all in on raising my kids to be incredible humans and contributing members of society? You know, am I really all in? Maddie, great morning to you. Thanks for coming in. Am I really all in on being disciplined with my finances, or is it just a month in, month out, week in and week out? Am I really all in on putting focus on my health and wellness and really losing the weight and getting in shape? Am I really all in on building my relationship with the Lord, or is that lukewarm? It's a great thing to ask yourself, isn't it? It's a great way just to check yourself and ask yourself, am I all in or am I all out? That's number 4. What we're talking about today, guys, in celebration of my birthday, is I was just writing down, I started jotting these down yesterday, some of the most important advice, life lessons that I've learned, situations that I've gone through. And so I narrowed this down to 18 of the most powerful and impactful things, life lessons that I've learned to apply in my life and business. So that's what we're talking about this morning. So we're on number 5 now, all right? Number 5 is learn how to grow through the pain of progress, because you are going to get banged up along the way. It's true though, right? I mean, it's just, we can all, thank you so much to all of y'all. Can we not all admit to this? You're going to get banged up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is that you're trying to do. There's not a single thing that we can put our time, energy, or effort to that's going to go flawlessly and perfect all the time. You're going to get banged up. Stuff's going to happen, right? And so I think when you know that, you know what, I'm going to have some bad days. I'm going to have some unforeseen circumstances. There's going to be some challenges. And I say this just about every time I have a new client call now where people are considering hiring me. I'll tell them, listen, I'm so excited to help you build this business. It's not easy, and it's not always going to be fun, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. I say that all the time. It's not easy, and it's not always going to be fun, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. Because there's nothing like building something that's yours, that's just yours, from your gifting and from your abilities and from the talents and everything that the Lord has gifted you with, right? Thank you, all the happy birthdays, y'all. I appreciate you. So what I'm telling you on this one, number 5, is learn how to grow through the pain of progress. Because there's going to be some tough seasons, but I think tough seasons are necessary, don't you? That's the refiner's fire. I will tell you this, y'all. I have learned way more from the difficult situations, from the failure, from the struggle. I've learned way more from those situations that I have from the things that I was successful at. I mean, because it shifts your thinking. Like, I mean, honestly, in the season that we're in right now, I think about this right now. I have had so many revelation ideas. I have had so many revelation ideas and new brainstorms in this last 6 weeks that I've had in a long time. Why? Because it has forced me to think differently. It's forced me to think differently from my clients. It's forced me to think differently from my family. I mean, has this done this for you? It's caused us to shift some things. It's caused Courtney and I to really, really look at some things in our finances and shift the way we're doing some things with our finances. It's caused us completely shift the dynamic of our household with our children. It's caused me to shift the way I coach my people. It shifts you. So as you go through difficult situations, there's a whole bunch of people that are going through this situation right now that are just like, woe is me. I can't wait for this to be over. When is things going to go back to normal? Spoiler alert, nothing's going back to normal the way it was 2 months ago. It's going to be the new normal, which everybody talks about, but it literally is. Like there, I don't think there's going to be any point in this year where we're going to go back to the way we were in January. Do y'all agree with that? And it's changed. So there's people that are sitting back and like, I can't wait till, everything opens back up again and we're all back to normal. But like, no, you need to learn through the growth through this and say, what do I need to learn through this? How do I adapt? How do I change? How do I be better? How do I leverage this opportunity? How do I create new opportunity? How do I shift what I'm doing? Right? It's very important to learn to grow through the pain of progress. All right. That's number 6. Number 7. Let's keep going. Number 7 is ignore what you should be doing and find ways to do it your way. Ignore what you think you should be doing and find ways to do it your way. This is in regards to building a business. How do I want to say this? This is what I want to say. When you start building a business and you're learning and you're gathering information and advice and ideas from all the different sources, there's all the status quo stuff. There's going to be so many things that people are going to tell you should do or have to do, because that's what's normal. For example, you build a business, people are like, all right, so if I'm going to start up a business, then the best thing I need to do is I need to get on social media and start sharing some stuff, and I need to build an email list, and I need to set up a funnel, and I need to have a website, and it's like all this stuff. Oh, I did. I missed number 6. We'll go back to number 6 in just a second. Thank you. I'm on number 7. I'll go back to number 6 in just a second. So number 7 is ignore what you should be doing and find ways to do it your way. So what I mean by this is don't get caught up in spending all your time and energy just doing what everyone has told you should be doing. You got to invent yourself. Like, you got to find your lane, your niche, your skill. That's why I say find ways to do it your way. Like, find ways to do something that people have never seen before. Can you get creative? Like, for example, one of the things that I was getting all kinds of advice on, I guess, early on in my business is people tell me, Justin, you got to build that list. Build your email list. Your email list is where the money comes. You're never going to be able to scale to a level that you really want to get to until you really have a solid list of 5 to 10 5 to 10,000 emails, so that you can really just leverage that email list. And so I was spending so much time trying to build a list, and I spent an enormous amount of effort on that, trying to build a list. But then after I went on to this, I realized, you know what? I can come up with creative ways to build a list, but I hate email. I hate getting emails. I hate sending emails. Does anybody else with me? I'm like, so why am I building this huge email list if email marketing is not my skill set? And I do not want to do email marketing. I don't like email marketing. I don't want to do email marketing. So why am I building a great big long list if I don't want to do email marketing? This is stupid. Why am I doing this? So I stopped. I'm like, you know what? Email marketing is simply a method of engagement. I know a ton of people, and I have several clients and connections that rock email marketing, and they monetize the heck out of the email. That's awesome. Do that. Do you? I don't like emails. So I have an email list. Yes. Do you ever get emails from me? No. You don't get email marketing from me because I don't like sending emails. The only people that get emails from me are my clients, where we have communication back and forth. I have not sent a single email marketing once this year, and I have a list of a little over 3,000 people. But I don't send emails to them because I don't want to be annoying. What I want is give you valuable. I'm not about chasing. I feel like email marketing is chasing. I'm about attraction. So I create stuff to attract people. So this is where, on this frame of find ways to do it your way, I was like, I need to come up with something different. And that's when I started doing challenges. I'm like, I'm not going to do I'm not going to send you a bunch of emails. I'm going to create something that people are going to want to be a part of. So I started doing free challenges, and people come to you. Do you, boo, Daniel? I got to keep going because we got a lot to go through, all right? But I want you I don't want you to get caught up. I don't care who it is. Even myself, I say this to you guys, and I say this to my clients. And listen, I teach you a lot of things. I teach you the things that are successful. I teach you the things that work for me, that have worked for my clients. I will pour information in you, but no matter who teaches you, myself or your other coaches or whatever, everything you learn, you have to learn to take the nuggets, identify what applies to you, and discard what does not apply to you. Because everything that I teach you does not apply to you. You got to learn to sort through the good and then discard the rest so that all right, I love that. I want to take a piece of that. I want to apply this. But some people are like, all right, this is everything Justin said. I'm going to do all that. But then tomorrow you're going to go watch somebody else on YouTube and they're going to tell you a bunch of stuff. And they're like, oh, I guess I'll try all that stuff. At some point in time, you got to make some decisions for yourself. Y'all agree? You got to make some decisions for yourself. You got to come up with some ideas for yourself. You got to learn to do things your way. Okay? That was number 7. Let's go back to number 6. Number 6, real quick, is be willing to do whatever it takes. Because that literally is what it takes. Be willing to do whatever it takes to be successful, because that literally is what it takes to be successful. This is a matter of just your resolve, just your sheer determination, your willpower, that you are willing to give it everything you've got to be successful. Because if you don't have that level of commitment and determination to your craft in the beginning, it's not going to grow as you go along. It'll diminish as you go along. Because I've seen people do this. I've seen people start their business lukewarm, and they don't get hotter as they go. They get lukewarmer. They get cooler as they go. But like when I see people that start their business with a fire and with a resolve, it tends to burn hotter as you go. You got to establish that resolve. Number 8 is be deliberately positive and deliberately grateful. It will change your life. Y'all agree with that? I would love everybody to put that in the chat stream, if you can spell deliberately. Be deliberately positive and deliberately grateful. Every day. That's a choice. I'm going to say it again. Be deliberately positive and be deliberately grateful. Here, I'll type it for you on Facebook so you can just copy mine. Be deliberately. Come on, auto check. That's not how you spell it. Deliberately. I wrote it down. Deliberately. That doesn't look right. Be deliberately positive and deliberately grateful. There. You can copy mine and post it if you want to. Be deliberately positive and deliberately grateful. It will absolutely change your life. You guys agree with that? What does that mean? Deliberately. That means you choose to be that every day. You wake up every day. I choose to be thankful today for everything that I have. I choose to be positive today. No matter what, I swear, when you choose that, when you make it your mission to be deliberately positive and deliberately grateful, then anytime anybody throws any kind of negativity at you, your immediate response is not to react, but it is to respond. Deliberately positive, deliberately grateful. It'll absolutely change your life. It'll absolutely change your life. Let's keep going. Number 9. That was number 8. Number 9 is obsess about the possibility that you could be even more than you are. And you will be. Obsess about the possibility that you could be even more than you currently are, and you will be. I think a huge piece about becoming successful and reaching your next level and really rising up with whoever you are, I think it starts with visualizing it. Visualizing it and believing it. I think that's so important. I remember working in corporate, did a lot of hiring and a lot of firing. I had a lot of people that that I had to build up and groom through my team, and I would have a lot of people that I would have some what I call hypos, high performers, that would come to me and be like, Justin, I'm ready for my promotion, man. When can I get to the next level? When are you going to do your next round of hiring? Do we have any assistant manager openings coming up? How do I get to your seat? And I would tell them any single person, any single high potential that came to me that wanted to learn how to get to their next level, I would tell them, I want to see you operating at that level in the current position that you're in. Because as soon as I start seeing you that way, your peers start seeing you that way, and you start acting that way, that's when you're ready for a promotion. And so if I had a department manager that wanted to be an assistant manager, I would challenge them, if you want to be an assistant manager, act like it. Start acting today like an assistant manager. Start taking some of the responsibilities of that person. Start separating yourself from your peers so they don't look at you as just another department manager anymore. Now they look at you as a leader amongst the department manager. I remember when I took my first assistant manager position working for Home Depot, that wasn't the job I wanted. I wanted to run the store. I wanted my own store. So I took the job. I acquired the job. I got hired, and my first day on the job, I sat down with my store manager at the time. That was Robert, and we were talking about my roles and responsibilities. And my first day sitting down with him, I asked him. I said, I want to know how much I can take off your plate. I said, what can I do for you so that I can really be seen as a leader in this store, and I can make your life easier so you don't have to be around. And as I grew up in that position and I became the leader of the assistant managers, my boss would come in, Robert, I'd be like, Robert, go home. I would send him home all the time. I'm like, Robert, go home. He'd be like, why? I've only been here a half a day. I'd be like, because I can't run the store when you're here. I'm like, if you're gone, then I'm the leader of the store. Go home. Enjoy your day. I'll do what you had to do today. And because I was ready for that position. And because I took that position and because I rose up to that level, my boss's boss, Robert's boss, started seeing me in a much higher level than all of my peers. And I started gaining that recognition. And so I think that applies to so many different things. And no matter what it is that you're doing, when you visualize and you know where you want to go and what you want to do, once you get a vision for who you want to be and what you want to do, act like it. I'll tell you what. For those guys who've been with me for a long time, I will tell you this. I appeared successful way before I was successful. Like, I think people probably saw me as a much higher level person than I really was, simply because I chose to not wear the cloak of my current situation. I chose to I chose to dress up for my next level. And it's not a fake it till you make it mentality. I think a lot of people get that connotation wrong, because fake it till you make it is rooted in self-fulfilling prophecy, where people are like, I'm gonna fake it till I make it. I'm not faking anything. I just have a commitment to be better than I am now. And I see myself at this level. So if I know I can get to that level, even if I'm not there yet, I can dress up like I'm there. I can show up like I'm there. I can create and teach and do like I'm already there. And then guess what? All of a sudden you find yourself there. You're like, all right, now how do I dress up for my next level? Does that make sense? Am I making sense this morning? Obsess about the possibility that you could be even more than you currently are, and you will be. Number 10, let's keep going. Number 10 is dig deep. Somebody put dig deep in the chat stream for me. Dig deep. Get emotional about your goals, because you need that fuel to win. Dig deep. Get emotional about your goals, because you need that fuel to win. When you dig deep into the emotions behind the things that you want most, and you really, really find that emotional hook that comes with your dreams and your aspirations and the things that you want, when you find that emotion and you leverage that emotion and you really connect to that emotion, that's the fuel that takes you through the bad days. You need that fuel. Because if you don't remind yourself about why you're doing what you're doing, and if you don't continually bring those emotions to the surface, then when the bad days come, it's going to be really easy for you to shut up and shut down. Because you don't have that raw emotion attached to whatever it is that you're pursuing, whatever that dream is that you're chasing. You got to get emotional about your goals. Number 11 is get people in your life who are better than you at what you want to be the best at. Isn't that a good way? I've had that all through my life. Self-employed, working in corporate, I always have sought to connect myself to people that are farther ahead than me. I think that's so important. You've got to connect to people. Get people in your life who are better than you at what you want to be the best at. It's just a simple principle, but it's such a powerful one. You guys agree? It's such a powerful one. If you can find a way to constantly be connecting to people that are higher than you, they will be influential in your rise. They'll be influential in your rise. And I can bet that if you have or are currently going through seasons where you feel stuck, you feel like you're at a plateau, you feel like there's a ceiling above you that you just can't seem to break through, a huge part of your problem may be that the only people that you can hang around with are people that are in the same situation or lower. But as soon as you start connecting yourself to people that are better than you, than what you want to be the best at, that's when you start finding, your thinking changes. Your opportunities will open up. You're going to have so many, just like the janitor, Nigel, it's a great point. It's like as soon as you start tapping into people that are higher than you, it just opens up. It just opens it up for you in a variety of ways. You've got to have some people in your life that are better than you at what you want to be the best at. Number 12, this is a very simple thing, but applies to life and business. And I've done this for a long time, and I find it to be so impactful, is do one thing that matters each day. That's how incredible things are built over time. Do one thing, at least one thing that matters each day. That's how incredible things are built over time. You can apply this to so many things. Imagine if parents made a conscious and intentional effort to have one powerful, meaningful moment with their children every day. Each child individually. Just one moment. That's easy. This shouldn't be difficult. One meaningful moment. Do one thing that matters in your marriage today. Every day. One thing that matters in your marriage. One thing that matters in your health. One thing that matters in your business. One thing that matters in your relationship with your parents, your family. Do one thing that matters each day. If you make a commitment to that, to look for that, to find that opportunity to do one thing that matters every single day, that is how incredible things are built over time. The compound effect. Yeah, absolutely. Number 13. I got a few left for you. In case you're coming in late, y'all, we're talking about 18 of the most powerful and impactful life lessons that I've acquired over my years of being alive and in business. And I've learned how to apply these things in my own life. All right. Number 13 is disassociate from negative people at all costs, even if it's family and friends. That's not an easy one, is it? But it's a necessary one. Disassociate from negative people at all costs, even if it's friends and family. If there's people in your life that just make you feel awful, Lisa, good morning. If there's people that make you feel awful, if there's people that impact you negatively, then cut them out of your life. If they're family and they can't be cut out of your life, then you can put some real strong boundaries up. You know, I've got a person in my family that just really bugs the crap out of me. And so I'm like, I decided earlier this week, I'm like, you know what? I can't disconnect from this person because they're never going to go away. They're always going to be there. But I don't have to see everything that they do and say. So I unfollowed them on Facebook. It's very simple. Nothing crazy. And my wife mentioned something to me about something that was said on Facebook. And I said, yeah. She's like, did you see that? I said, no, I didn't see it because I unfollowed them. She's like, really? I said, yeah. I said, we can still be friends on Facebook because we're family. I'm like, but I don't have to see what they're doing. I don't want to see. I don't want that negativity to drop into my newsfeed. Nope. I've had other people in my life that I just completely disconnected from altogether because I'm like, you know what? I don't need to be connected to you because every time I see you, you affect me negatively. So no, not going to happen. I think it's so important. Kim Wendy, good morning. I think it's so important to disassociate from negative people at all costs, even if they're friends and family, because you can't allow that negativity to permeate your spirit. It's important, very important. Number 14 is discipline yourself to continually operate at a level greater than you're now. That's the quickest way to get there. That goes very much in line with the obsessing about the possibility that you could be even more than you currently are. Discipline yourself to continually operate at a level greater than you're now. So I'm talking about when you want to aspire to be something, then be that person. If you're not that person, like this is a great way. This is something. Let me put it to you in picture in this way. I was talking to a client recently. That's a newer client. We're just building their business, and we were talking about their schedule, their routine, their morning routine, all the things. And they were having a little bit of challenge with setting up a consistent daily schedule. I said, let me ask you this question. I said, what would happen now that we have all these things built? I said, imagine today you tell me you're ready for paying clients. I'll go out and get them for you. Imagine I handed you 10 paying clients today that are ready with their fee, ready to get started, ready to plug into what you have to do. How would that change your world? And she's like, that would change my world completely. She's like, I have to completely restructure my day because you have to fit in their client calls, the work that you're doing together, the check-ins, the follow-ups, managing all the process, right? You have to shift some things, right? She's like, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I said, I want you to act like that right now. Because I guess what? The way you're currently operating in your life and business, you're not ready for paying clients because you can't even manage your morning. If you can't even get through the first 2 hours of your day without being disrupted, how are you going to expect to manage paying clients that have paid you significant amounts of money? You can't. But if you start operating today with a schedule and a routine as if you have paying clients, guess what? You'll start attracting them because you'll be ready for them. Does that make sense, y'all? This can apply to so many different things. Like if you really want something, you really want to go somewhere, you really want to get something, you really want to be someone, act like it. Act like it now. Because as soon as you start demonstrating right now that you are ready for your next, that's usually when your next shows up. It's usually when your next shows up. That's number 14. Number 15, I got 4 left for you. Number 14 is get help. Somebody put get help. No, somebody put hashtag ask for help in the chat stream. Hashtag ask for help. Get help in your business and in whatever it is. It doesn't have to be business, it can be life too. Invest in the best help that you can afford and do what they say. It matters. You got to get people that can help you. There's not a single one of us, myself included, that knows everything and can do everything on their own. Nobody can do that. You got to get help. Some of y'all need help getting your business started. Some of you guys need help in your marriage. Some of you guys need help with your kids because your kids are an absolute train wreck and you know it and your house is out of control and you need to talk to Celia Kibler, who's in this broadcast, by the way. Some of you guys need help sorting out your finances. Some of you guys need help with budgeting. Some of you guys need help with your health and wellness, learning how to lose weight. Some of you guys women need to talk to Sherry Capula. Some of you guys need help in your marriage. You need to talk to Heather Jessup, right? You need to get some help. So whatever it is that you need help from, find that person, invest in the best help that you can afford, and do what they say. Get some help from somebody, okay? Number 16, 3 left for you. Number 16 is eliminate I can't, I shouldn't, or I don't from your vocabulary. Eliminate I can't, I shouldn't, or I don't from your vocabulary. Because if you excuse yourself today, you'll be excusing yourself forever. That's straight up, isn't it? Eliminate I can't, I shouldn't, or I don't from your vocabulary, because if you excuse yourself today, you'll be excusing yourself forever. I can't, I shouldn't, and I don't are usually followed by an excuse. Usually followed by an excuse. Number 17. I was having a hard time communicating how I wanted to say this, and this is what I settled on. Number 17 is wisdom and caution need to be also met with bold moves. Growth happens on a fine line between statistics and gut instinct. I'm going to say it again. Wisdom and caution. I think there's a time for wisdom and there's a time for caution. But then there's also a time for, I got to just make a move here, despite all the answers, despite all the question marks. It's a balancing act. That's why I say growth happens on a fine line between statistics and gut instinct. Because usually when you are in a position of, I just want to be wise here and I want to be cautious, you're usually looking for facts and statistics to help you make an educated decision, right? And I think that's smart. It's important as a business owner and in your life. You just need to make sure that you're making good, educated decisions. But there are points in time in your life where you just have to make a move. Where you just have to get up and do it. Y'all agree with that? Like in some cases, and actually in a lot of cases, the best, most powerful moves that you can make are when you simply throw your arms up and say, Lord, I trust you. I'm making my move. Despite all the answers, I'm going to do it afraid, and I'm just going to go out and do it. And I'm going to wait for you to show up and meet me there and show me what my next step is. I think wisdom and caution is important. But if you base everything that you do only on wisdom and caution, you will never make bold enough moves in your life to really get you to the level that you want to get to. Growth happens on a fine line between statistics and gut instinct. It's a good way to say it, isn't it? I think it's a good way to say it. Do it, Sherry. I love it. All right, number 18 is stay fit. Stay fit financially, physically, and mentally. Always be ready to have your best day. Stay fit financially, physically, and mentally. Always be ready to have your best day. That's choosing it. Choosing it. Always be ready to have your best day. I love it. I love it. Sherry's going to message me something. I always like getting messages from Sherry. All right. That's what I got for you guys. That was 47 minutes. That was long, but hopefully that was good for you. Here's my list up on the screen. I know that's probably small on your screen. If you're on a mobile device, you can turn your mobile device sideways. That will fill up the screen. You can snapshot that and take that with you. Alternatively, guys, you guys can go to jcproapp.com, download my mobile app, which is free. It is on the iOS App Store as well as on Google Play. Get that thing, guys, and right at the top of my app is my training library, and this broadcast will be uploaded there just minutes after I close it down today, and you'll be able to see all my notes in there as well if you want to get that from the app. All right, I'm going to leave you with that for today, guys. I got to get to my calls today. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all are amazing. I know 48 minutes of your time is so incredibly valuable, so I appreciate you spending your time with me this morning. Thank you so much for all the happy birthdays. Y'all are amazing, and I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. Have a blessed day. Do your thing. Slay your goals, and I will see you guys all around the web. Right? Take care. God bless, and I'll see you guys later.